It is Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. This is an audio recording in which I, Jessica de Guadalupe Aguallo-Hurtado, Colonel and Officer of Communications with the Brown Beret National Organization La Causa, BBNO La Causa, give a true and honest account of the history and events leading up to the fallout with the National Brown Berets NBB and their Oakland chapter, Benny Mata Jr., Edward Calleros, Tina Marie, and their affiliates. Prior to August of 2020, we, the BBNO La Causa, specifically myself and my husband, General Jesse Hurtado, were working closely, beautifully, in solidarity and unity with Al Osorio, La Chuchu Ruda, Josie Morales, Christina and Marie Smith of the NBB Oakland chapter. So much so, we were present at their danzante swearing-in ceremony event in Oakland, California, where they became official Brown Berets with the NBB. We were at their beck and call, attending all events where our presence was needed, in particular helping with security. Together we formed the Colectivo Brown Berets de la Bahia and later Chicano Resistance Council with other community members and supposed community leaders. In July of 2020, we brought in an individual to the BBNO La Causa, our organization, separate and independent of the NBB and Colectivo Brown Beret de la Bahia. We had him go out and work with the NBB Oakland chapter, of which La Chuchu Ruda reported back to me that she loved him and thought he would make a great Brown Beret, and we had her vote to bring him into the Colectivo Brown Beret de la Bahia. While working with this individual, Chuchu had a conversation with him and where he tells her the rank Jesse and I gave him was captain. And she disagreed with that because she had to wait a year with the NBB to get her captain rank. This is where it all begins to fall apart. What Chuchu didn't understand is we, Jesse and Jessica, run the BBNO La Causa, which is an organization independent and separate from her faction, the NBB. So we can do whatever we want. We can give ranks to whomever we want or not give ranks, since it is our call to do so. So instead of reaching out to us and asking for a full explanation of why we gave him that rank, of which I would have been very happy to do so out of respect for how close we were, she chose to become upset and distance herself. Soon after this, someone who is an associate of hers and others in the Chicano Resistance Council, representing Republic of Aztlan, posted a disparaging video of our Brown Beret while we were performing security duties at a rally in Martinez, California. I contacted her and Joey Villarreal of the council and told them both that because of the video of our Brown Beret, we were pulling out from working with them while we investigated the incident and dealt with the aftermath of the video where their associate accused our beret of protecting the enemy at the rally. In that same week, we terminated Benny Mata Jr., Edward Calleros from the BBNO La Causa, taking with them most of the other Brown Berets in our organization because they already had a scheme in place to attempt ousting Jesse and I from the BBNO La Causa. This is where these two groups joined forces and launched a retaliatory attack on Jesse and I, specifically targeting me. Tina Marie, whom I swore into the BBNO La Causa in 2018, never suited and booted for our organization in the less than 2 years that she was with us. The only event in which my husband and another Brown Beret attended per her request, in which she was present, she wore a dress, not the official BBNO La Causa uniform. At the Chicano Moratorium in East LA of 2020, she was with other berets that were not BBNO La Causa for most of the event, holding a Driscoll's banner. She has always been with even while a sworn BBNO La Causa beret, Sacrastlan brown berets. All I ever heard about them is that they mimic gang mentality and behaviors and often have police encounters. The attack against us first came in the form of social media comments by Al Azorio, Chuchu, Tina Marie, Jesse Ornelas, Benny Mata Jr., that Jesse and I got kicked out of the BBNO La Causa, that we allowed non-Chicanos into our organization, that we had a white supremacist in our organization, that I was an FBI infiltrator and working with the feds. Then Tina Marie and Jesse Ornelas brought up from Los Angeles a known troublemaker, aggressive and violent individual by the name of Tecuani L.A., also a former BBNO La Causa beret. And the three of them, dressed like black ninjas, went to a rally march in San Francisco where they began to harass our beret, targeting his sexual orientation. They then doxed me and began circulating a picture of me where it states I'm blacklisted and a rat, and people like Guadalupe Waidan in Santa Paula, California, added my picture to a blacklist with sexual predators and pedophiles also pictured. Then came the green light. Tina Marie, Jesse Ornelas, and NBB Oakland Berets directed an individual by the name of Almond Cooley, who identified himself as a Black Panther, to Benny Mata Jr. Almond had problems with one of our berets before he was a brown beret, and was now being coerced and forced to make this an issue with Jesse and I. So he calls me with Benny Mata Jr. on the call, and long story short, Benny Mata Jr. orders him to kill Jesse and I. I mean, you just can't make this shit up. Amen then puts a video out claiming that I had called him a Mayaten monkey. This prompted friend of Al Azorio, Ilyich Sato, a.k.a. Equipto, also from the Frisco Five, and the son of Maria Cristina Gutierrez, of Mothers on the March and the Black and Brown Social Club for Justice, Peace, and Equality of San Francisco, of whom I would like to mention we have been supporting for 2 years by protesting with her weekly against Zionism and the police. Sato sent his cohorts to a rally march in San Jose where we were doing security to it, and he attempted to confront us about calling Amen a Mayate and monkey. He brought with him other individuals who were trying to do the intimidation tactic. I mean, it was just, it's all just a circus. I mean, you talk about the Keystone Cops here. At some point in the conversation, I ask him if our lives are in danger. And he responds, I don't know what is going to happen to you. That is up to my higher ups. It's like, oh my God. 8 months later, the harassment continues, and the NBB Oakland chapter are physically accosting and threatening our East Bay chapter berets. So, while under attack, I will continue to fight back, even if it means I never go back to fighting for social justice and just focus on defending myself, husband, and organization. Between my husband and I, we have decades of experience fighting wars and have always come out victorious. So this would just be another victory to add to our list. In finishing, I want to say that for the sake of time, there are other incidents and information that I have left out purposely, trying to only mention key points.